Hi, today we're going to see virtualization issues and architectures. First, let me see the issues in virtualization. Uh, it is a challenges that can arise when multiple virtual machines run on single physical machine in a cloud computing environment. Some of the common virtualization issues are resource contention. When multiple virtual machines compete for resources such as CPU, memory, and storage, it can lead to poor performance or system crashes. For example, if a virtual machine is running a resource intensive application, it may hog the CPU, causing other virtual machines on the same physical machine to run slower. The second one is the security. Virtualization can introduce a new security risks such as the possibility of a compromised virtual machine attacking other virtual machines on the same physical machine. For example, if your virtual machine is infected with a virus or malware, it can spread to other virtual machines on the same physical machine. The third one is a scalability. As the number of virtual machines increases, it can become more difficult to manage and scale the virtualization infrastructure. For example, adding new virtual machines may require additional physical resources, such as storage and networking, which can be expensive and time consuming to provide. And the fourth one is a complexity. Virtualization can add complexity to the overall cloud computing environment, making it more difficult to troubleshoot and maintain. For example, if there are issues with a virtual machine, it may be difficult to determine whether the problem is with the virtual machine itself or the underlying physical infrastructure. And the last one is a licensing. Some software vendors may not allow their products to be used in virtualized environments, which can be a problem for cloud providers who want to offer these products as part of their services. For example, a software vendor may require that each instance of their software be licensed separately, which can be costly for cloud providers who have many virtual machines running their software. So these are the common few issues which comes under the virtualization. Next one is virtualization architecture. This diagram shows the architecture of your virtualization. It starts from the server hardware, then host operating system, hypervisor, and a number of virtual machines, which consist of guest operating system, the library files, and specific applications on individual virtual machines. In the right side diagram, it shows the hardware which consists of CPU, it may be memory, then network interface card, and disk storage. And what are the main components which comes under the virtualization architecture? The hypervisor, as I said, hypervisor, virtual machine monitor, virtual machines, virtual network, then virtual storage, and management and automation. So let me see each components one by one in detail. The first one is a hypervisor. It is a software layer that enables the creation and management of virtual machines. It allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical machine by providing each virtual machine with a virtualized hardware environment. It has two types, named type 1 and type 2. So the type 1 also called as a native or bare metal, and the type 2 it is a hosted. So from the diagram you can easily understand, in the type 1 machine hypervisor, your hypervisor which runs directly on the hardware of your physical machine, and above the hypervisor your virtual machine guest operating systems which run. In the type 2, so from the diagram you can able to easily understand the hypervisor which runs above the host operating system which runs on the hardware of your physical machine. Then above the hypervisor you are a number of guest operating systems which runs. These are the types of hypervisor. The next one is virtual machine monitor. It is responsible for managing the virtual machine running on a physical server. It controls the allocation of physical resources such as CPU, memory, and storage to each virtual machine. So it is lies between your hardware and the virtual machine. The next one is the virtual machines. are created using virtualization software and provide an isolated environment with its own operating system, applications, and user data. Multiple virtual machines can run on a single physical machine on top of the hypervisor. So from the diagram, you can able to easily understand. So above the hardware, we are running a virtual machine monitor. Above to that, we have n number of virtual machines. The virtual machines, it may run a different operating systems like an Linux, Windows, or Mac, or whatever. Next key component is virtual network. It allows virtual machines to communicate with each other and with other physical machines on the network. It provides a secure and isolated network environment within the cloud. It is typically implemented as a virtual switch that connects virtual machines to virtual network interface cards. So from this diagram, you can able to easily understand your virtual machine. It connected via the switches, that is we acted as a virtual called as a virtual bridge, and through the network adapter port. The next key component is virtual storage. It refers to the virtualized storage infrastructure in the cloud. It provides a scalable and flexible storage solution that can be easily managed and accessed by virtual machines. So in a number of virtual machines can able to access the common virtual storage. The next key component is management and automation. In this tool, which helps manage and monitor the virtualization infrastructure in the cloud. They automate the tasks such as provisioning and scaling virtual machines, managing virtual networks and storage, and monitoring the performance, then automation account, then change tracking and inventory, then configuration of the management, and to able to retrieve and monitor the log analytics, and can able to do a backup. So these are the common key components which comes under the virtualization architecture. Thank you.